Back in the Limelight, a return to theater. 9 years ago, I returned to the stage after a 34-year absence, and this month I am cast in my first show since March 2015. I have moved twice and had 3 different jobs since spring 2015, and my state hopping from Iowa to Florida to North Carolina, along with being the new guy at work, precluded me from partaking in the best artistic endeavor I know of, acting. Upon moving, I found myself in positions where the work I was doing was incompatible with theater. I kept telling myself, later, you can do it later. Just write your silly poems and stories and you'll be fine. I told myself that, but it wasn't true. Writing reinforces my introverted tendencies, while theater forces me to break free from my curmudgeonly status quo. I need wings, not chains, and though I forged my own chains, though my chains may be wrought from gold, I needed to break them. I needed to break them, but I could not do so on my own. My time in Florida, came to an end soon after Thanksgiving Day 2017. My beloved goddess and I left Florida, the man of the house, that would be my wife, driving the Penske truck, just say no to U-Haul, and me driving the Toyota Corolla laden with a total of 7 bicycles, 3 on the roof rack and 4 on the receiver hitch. A new state, new city, and new job promised a new beginning, and prior to moving from 28 degrees north latitude to 35, I signed up to be a volunteer at Raleigh Little Theater, a community theater I had never visited. I was excited and determined that this time I would dive into theater right away. Did I mention that was last November? My new beginning vanished, and my chance to rekindle my old love fell by the wayside as I succumbed to the pressures of work and once again put theater on hold. I worked around the edges to a very minor degree, signing up to be on Raleigh Little Theater's pre-reading committee, reading half a dozen scripts and giving written input on the 6 possible selections before attending a group meeting to discuss said selections. My pre-reading committee connection was as tenuous a theater thread as one could have, and while it sure beat nothing, it sure ain't acting. I kept declaring I was gonna, but I didn't. Finally, after a 40-week gestation, I'd had enough and informed work that I was going to audition for a play, something I'd been promising to do since my first day on the job back on 12/4/17. I informed, got pressured not to, auditioned, and failed. Not even an expected callback, just nothing. Down but not out, work had a reprieve from me cutting my hours and responsibilities in half. My RLT, The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe audition flopped, so I kept growing my white fluffy theater beard and set my sights on Billy Shakespeare's Measure for Measure, as dark of a comedy that ever was penned, and one made even more so by director Rebecca Blum's teeny tiny unhappy ending rewrite. RLT's audition form asks the question, role preferences, to which I respond, the Duke, Angelo, or Elbow, which translates to the hero, the villain, or the clown. I also respond, yes, to the question, will you accept any role? When auditioning for Lion, Witch, and Wardrobe, I chose a difficult selection from Basil Cremendall's Orange Julius. Since my Lion audition crashed and burned, for Measure, I selected some dramedy from W.S.'s A Comedy of Errors. It's a far easier and fun-filled monologue than Nutt's melancholy Orange Julius reminiscence. I left both auditions confident of a callback. Measure does not disappoint. I am cautiously optimistic. Presenting my monologue for director Rebecca Blum had been fun, and auditioning likewise. I went to bed Sunday night dreading the long wait until Tuesday when the cast list would be announced. Tuesday was a long way away, but Monday I awoke to elation and deja vu. I was elated to be cast, but a little deflated by the staid part I was given, a circumstance completely reminiscent of my first show in Theater Cedar Rapids, 6 characters in search of an author. Ah well, gotta start somewhere. I am grateful for my Friar Peter foot in the door, and am 100% confident that I will have an amazing time playing with my castmates, many of whom I'm certain I will count as friends before the show closes in late January 2019. It's been a long time since I've been in a play, and RLT doesn't know me from Adam. Guess the new guy'll have to show him what he's got. Here's to theater.